everyone. We are live, but this will also be posted on IGTV and on YouTube. It takes a little bit longer to get to YouTube, so check a little later today for the YouTube video if you'd prefer to do it on there. But today's yoga stretching video, we're focusing on chest and our shoulders, right? Upper body. Last week we focused on lower body for both of the videos, so this week, again, just stretching, right? So this is great post-workout, or you can do it on its own as well. You don't need any props really for today's yoga stretching. If you want to have some handy, you can always have them handy, but I don't really think we're going to use any props today. So we're going to start in our child's pose. So bring your big toes together, knees wide, and just take a couple deep breaths here in this first child's pose. Press your hips back towards your heels, stretch arms away from you, and settle in. Notice how your body feels today. Every day is a little bit different. Walk your hands to the right side of the mat. Put your left hand on top of the right. You're just going to feel a little stretch through that left side of the body. Walk it to the left side, right hand on top of the left. And bring it to center. Come up to your hands and knees to a tabletop position. Inhale, drop the belly, arch your back, gaze up, cow pose. Exhale, tuck your chin in, round your back for cat, really push the floor away. Inhale to arch, warming up the spine. Exhale as you round. One more time. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Good. Find a neutral spine in the middle. We're going to do thread the needle. Take your right arm, lift it up, open the chest. Thread that right arm through the left. Put your head all the way down, and then walk your left hand forward. Now from there, if you feel like you want a little bit more of a stretch, start to crawl your left hand a little bit more to the right, maybe towards that right edge of the mat. And you should feel that stretch in the shoulder and the back here. Come back up to tabletop, reset, and then we'll switch sides. Peel your left arm up, open the chest, thread the needle. Put your head down, walk the right hand forward. First, try to get both arms straight, and then from there, if you want to add on, crawl your hand a little bit more to the left side. Back to tabletop position, and then I'm going to have you lay all the way down on your belly. We're going to do two different variations here on our stomach. The first one, we're going to do palm facing down. Now you have two options with the arm. If your shoulders and chest are pretty tight, you're going to want to keep your arm straight out to the side. I have my left arm straight like a T. If your chest is a little bit more flexible, a little bit more open, you're going to bend your elbow to 90 degrees. So your elbow is in line with your shoulder, and you see a 90-degree angle. Either way, straight arm or 90 degrees, put your left ear down if it's your left arm to the side. Push into the right hand and roll to the side of your body. So you might stack the feet there, or you might be able to take that right foot and put it on the floor behind you like a kickstand. And you should feel that stretch in the shoulder and the chest. If you decide the straight arm version is too easy and you're not feeling a stretch, come to this version with the elbow bent to 90 degrees. Bring it to center and switch sides. So right arm straight like a T, or bend it to 90 degrees, palm facing down. Again, we're going to do palm up in a moment, but first palm down, right ear on the floor. Push into that left hand and roll to the side of the body. You can stack your feet, or you can put your left foot on the floor behind you like a kickstand. And and try to get your head on the ground. Keep your head down. If for any reason your head doesn't reach the ground, you can place a block or a towel underneath it. But try to relax your neck and then focus on stretching the chest and the shoulder. Now bring it to center. Go to the other side, but now we're going to flip the palm up. Everybody's going to keep it straight. So left arm goes out straight, but flip the palm up, right? Rotate it up. Put your left ear down. Push into the right hand and roll to that side. Now you have lots of options. I'm going to put my foot on the floor. You don't have to. You can also just stack your feet. You can stay here. If this is good, you stay here. If you want a little more, you're going to reach your right arm back and try to interlace the fingers. So sometimes I have to bend it to find it. Now once I get my fingers interlaced, I re-straighten the arms out as much as I can. Now you can have just one foot on the floor. You can even put both feet on the floor with the knees pointing up like a bridge almost, right? But your head stays on the ground, so I'm still on the side of my head. So it's a pretty deep chest opener. This is the full version, right? You don't have to go here. You take it one step at a time. You could still be at step one with the arms straight but with the palm facing up. And noticing if that feels different than when you had palm down. You could interlace the fingers if you want, and you can have one or both knees up if you want. So find a place where you can hold, breathe, create some more space here in the shoulder and the chest. Bring it to center, switch sides. Remember, take it one step at a time. Don't force that full version. I'm giving you lots of options depending on where you're at. Right arm out like a T, flip the palm up to the ceiling, right ear down, and just roll to the side. Step one. Majority of people, this feels good, you stay here. Maybe just put the foot on the floor and stay there. Or reach that left hand around, and you're going to have to bend your arms usually to find the fingers. Once you interlace the fingers, extend those arms back out straight. You can hold there, or maybe the last little step, both feet down. But see how my head is down? Right, I'm still on the side of my head, so it's a little bit of a twist in your body too. And then just hold wherever you're at. Try to breathe. Don't worry about what it looks like. As long as you feel a good stretch in the chest and the shoulder, that's what we're going for. Take a few more deep breaths on this side. Undo the hands, bring it to center, and then press back to a child's pose. Just reset for a moment in your child's pose. Now come up to stand. If you want to transition through a down dog, you can, or you can just stand up. We're going to face the long edge of the mat. Take your feet wide but parallel. So a few feet apart. Interlace the fingers behind your back. If you have a hard time with that, you can grab a yoga strap or just a towel and hold onto it like this, right? And maybe over time, walk your hands closer and closer together. You don't need your palms together, but just try to interlace the fingers. Look up, open the chest, and then fold forward, either with that strap or towel or with the fingers interlaced. Really try to drop your head, relax your neck, and just open up here. You're going to get bonus stretch in the hamstrings, but our main focus is the chest. Now, if you have the strap or towel, just stay where you are. If your hands are interlaced, notice which thumb is on top. Lift up halfway, relace it with the other thumb on top. Relace all the fingers, and then refold forward. It just hits the shoulders slightly different when we interlace the opposite way. Release your hands, bend your knees nice and slow. Roll yourself up to stand. Very good. Have a seat. Cross your legs, right shin in front of left shin. Okay? Walk your right hand to the right and left arm over. Create a little side body stretch. Now, keep everything where it is except the left arm. Put it behind your back. Loose half bind, drop your head to get a little stretch through the neck as well. Let it be heavy. Let your right ear come towards the right shoulder. Now, notice where your left arm is. You're going to keep it there and just slowly come up. Now, see if you can walk your left hand higher up your back towards your shoulder blades. Then take your right hand and reach through and grab. So I guess I was wrong. You do need yoga straps. I forgot at the beginning that we were going to do this one. So if your hands don't touch, you can hold a strap or towel, or if you don't have that, just hold your shirt, right? So it's not the end of the world if you don't have your strap handy. If your fingers touch, get your fingers together. Now, once you've got your bind set up, try to fold forward, keeping the legs crossed. It gets more intense as you fold, so if it's too much, don't fold forward, just sit upright. And you might feel a little stretch in your hips here, right, as well as the shoulders. Again, that's just bonus. Our focus is the shoulders. Slowly come up, undo the arm, shake it out. Now, we're going to do that one again later, laying down on our back, and it won't be as strenuous because you won't have to hold on, and so you might actually feel like you get a deeper stretch. Okay, so we'll come back to that. Now, switch which leg is in front. We always have to cross the other way. Left shin in front of right, left hand on the floor, bend your elbow a little bit, reach that right arm over, just create a little side body stretch. Now, keep everything where it is except the arm. Put your right arm behind your back for a loose half bind. A loose half bind, drop your left ear to your left shoulder, stretching to the right side of your neck. Good. Lift your torso up. Now see if you can walk your right hand higher up the back. If you need that strap or towel, put it in the left hand, throw it down, and hold on. And then if you can, you start to wiggle your hands maybe closer together. Now once you've got your bind set up, maybe you fold. If it doesn't feel good, don't do it. If it feels good, you fold forward, maintaining that bind. For me, this side's a little tighter, right? My right shoulder's tighter. I feel it in that bottom arm a lot. You might notice that one side is different than the other. And just breathe, create some space. Slowly come up. Now, shake it out. Now that you know that shape, we're going to do it on our back. But do not, even if you are flexible enough to get your fingers to touch, don't do it because when you lay down, it'll dig into your back. Okay, so lay down on the right side of your body, all the way to the edge of the mat. You can just prop your head up on your right hand. Your left arm, flip the palm out and bring it up the back. Lower back, mid back, maybe up towards those shoulder blades. Then your right arm is basically going to be a pillow for your head. Your hand can be behind your head or can start to come towards those fingers. Again, don't make a clasp, don't grip, and don't worry if they're really far apart. Wherever you're at is fine, right? It might look more like this. Then you roll over and lay down right on top of it. So that right arm is a pillow. So you have lots of options with the legs. Some people just like to keep it like this, like a shavasana, out straight. You could bend your knees and place the feet on the floor. You could do butterfly. If you want a deeper stretch on your bottom arm, which is my left arm, I'm going to bend my knees and twist them to the left because that's going to put more weight on that left arm. And then you just close your eyes and breathe. Now for me, I'm going to go back to that straight leg version. I find that more relaxing. So I'm going to extend my legs out like a shavasana and just breathe into that shoulder stretch. If it becomes too intense, right, maybe adjust the leg position or roll back to your side and adjust your hands. Take them a little bit further apart because we are holding it for a long time, so you may not want them as close together as you normally would. And it might depend on the side. Try to relax into this stretch. to come out, I want you to take your time and go one step at a time, nice and slow. So we roll to the right side of the body first. Just prop your head up on your right hand. Now, slowly bring your left hand right on top of the hip and then draw circles forward and backward with your shoulder. You're going to feel a lot of sensation, a lot of blood running through both shoulders and arms. It might be kind of tingly in your hand because all that sensation is coming back after holding that stretch. Now we'll roll to the other side. So prop your head up with the left hand. Your right hand, flip the palm out. Your hand can be on your lower back, your upper back, wherever it goes, right? Left hand behind your head, neck, or upper back, and then roll over. So you're laying down right on top of those arms. Your body weight is helping you to get that stretch. Now, if you can, try to do what you did on the other side. Legs straight, legs bent, butterfly, or if you're twisting, you drop both knees to the right. Now, I say try to do what you did on the other side, but one side might be different, right? So if you did the twist on one side, but it's too much on the other side, that's okay. You just adjust, right? Sometimes one side's a little bit tighter. I'm going to go back to what I did on the first side, which is my legs out straight. For me, this is my tighter side. I feel it a lot more in that bottom arm, right? The front of that right shoulder. So just notice where you feel it. See if you can relax a little bit. See if you can let go of some of that tension. And just close your eyes and hold, creating space in your shoulders. Take a few more moments here on this side. Now roll to your left side. Prop your head up on your left hand. Take your time. Right hand on your hip. Circle your shoulder forward and backwards. Notice all the sensations coming back all the way through the fingertips and the arms. And then shake it out. Now we have one more pose and that's it. For this last one, let me show you. We're going to be laying on our back. Elbows are like this, 90-degree angles, cactus arms, palms facing up. If your chest is really tight and you go to this position and you cannot get the back of your hand on the floor, then I want your arms to go out like a T with still the palms facing up, okay? So lay down on your back, either arms like a T with the palms facing up, which is different than what we normally do, or elbows 90 degrees with the palms facing up. You'll get more into that chest if the elbows are 90 degrees. However, if it's too much work and you can't get your back of your hands on the floor, don't do it because then you're just straining the muscle. Bend your knees, cross your right knee over your left. Move your hips 1 inch to the right, drop the knees to the left. So it's a spinal twist, but with our legs crossed and our arms in that cactus arms position. You can gaze up to the ceiling or you can turn your head, look over to the right, maybe close the eyes. Keep your arms exactly as they are. Bring the legs to center. Just switch the legs. Cross your left leg over your right. Move your hips 1 inch to the left. Drop the knees to the right side. And keep your arms where they are. Gaze can be up to the ceiling or turn your head, look over to the left. Last pose, coming into the spinal twist on the other side. Bring everything to center, uncross the legs, hug your knees in, rock and roll maybe 2 or 3 times, just a little massage for your spine, and then come all the way up. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's yoga stretching for the chest and the shoulders. Join me next week live on Instagram or on IGTV or YouTube for a different yoga stretching video. Have a great